Hello, dear Aries. How are you all? Welcome to Divine Debut 11. Welcome to your love reading for the month of March of 2026. I hope that you're all doing well and thank you for your love and your support always. Remember that this is a reading done for Patreon but is then released to the public, and these are a little bit late, all because of the busyness of the application Mary Lou Cup that we are creating. Thank you for your patience to all of you. Let's see, dear Aries, as it's almost your birthday, so possibly things going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. Mercury is still retrograde. People do tend to return, and situations from the past. You may have some surprises. Let's see what's going on. What is the Karma Dharma, as Venus is also now in the sign of Aries? That is significant for you. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma for Aries in the month of March, or whenever you get to see this message. You've got the Magician. Beautiful card. The Magician we know is an ace. So Gemini and Virgo come through, but remember, this is Mercury. Mercury is transiting behind you, especially if you're an Aries rising. So you may have some surprises, dear Aries. You never know. It is a very significant time, as Saturn and Neptune have ingressed into your sign. Very, very significant. Very much about needing to grow up quickly, needing to get grounded, dear Aries, which is not something that is your best attribute. You're usually, on fire and ready to go. Saturn is asking you to slow down and be more careful. Let's see, Saturn can speak to heavy responsibilities, but transiting your sign, it could also speak to getting into a commitment, a serious commitment, okay? So let's see, for Aries, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. What is this new beginning? Sorry about that. I was saying that the stars may be aligning with the Magician here for you, unless you are dealing with a Gemini individual. Okay, let's see what's going on, dear Aries. What's happening? Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is in a weak position in the sign of Pisces. So, but Mercury retrograde will also bring back situations and possibly also past connections for you. Let's see what's going on. And Mercury, of course, in Pisces could be a lack of clarity, misunderstandings. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. What is the challenge? We've got the Queen of Wands. You're coming from in the past. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful card. Recent past, Five of Cups. Crowning you, the Nine of Cups. And the possible outcome is the Five of Pentacles. So we've got three fives here. Three fives. They remind me of the limitations of Kronos, of Saturn. But generally speaking, you've got the Empress here. And of course, the Empress sometimes, to me, speaks to Aries. But the Empress, of course, is also Taurus, Libra. And we've got Taurus again here. The Empress does speak to the ability to create, that there's a seed planted, or that some of you may be a mother, or that through your patience, through your love and nurturing towards others, the rewards could also possibly give you, because this is Venus for all, we could say now, Venus transiting through your sign. It's like Spirit is saying, trust in your abilities, trust in your value, and in know your self-worth, that you are capable, you are good enough to attract the right love connection. But I see here challenges. Now the Ace of Pentacles at the foundation, and the Hierophant here, which could speak to marriage, right? I see that there is possibly big changes coming in for you. I mean, Taurus is about being stuck. It's about self-worth, values, finances, right? Financial security, financial or even emotional security. And we see that we've got cups that are spilt here, and also Nine of Cups, which is crowning you. And that's a card of, this is what I wish, this is what makes me feel good. We also notice the rose here, which is Venus. So with the Five of Cups here and the Three Cups that are spilt, and he's facing the past, yes, it does have to do with either possible third parties or a celebration gone sour in the past, right? So emotional changes. You will be going through emotional changes. You have been, but you're not focusing on the two cups that are standing there. The Three Cups spilt. The Empress is also a three. The Five of Pentacles, two people feeling left out in the cold. She's blindfolded. She doesn't know that the next step that she takes is where her connection, her relationship with the person that she's hoping to manifest, that there will be equal giving and receiving. The challenge is the Queen of Wands. And if this is your energy, Queen of Wands, right? Could be another Leo, another Aries, or another Sag. The challenge is to slow down, to wait, to be patient. Changes are happening for you, but remember, Taurus is the most fixed sign in the zodiac, and Uranus in Taurus is bringing big changes. Remember that there are two keys here in the Hierophant: second chances in love, either trying to heal a past connection, or staying and sacrificing your happiness for possibly a family, possibly some of you could be mothers, if you've had children, so on and so forth. But there are also possible changes in beliefs here, because even in the Five of Pentacles, we see that two people may come from different belief systems. So the challenge is that you're feeling that it's not in your hands. It hasn't been in your hands. The ability to create, to chase your desires, so on and so forth. Now, I don't know, there is a possibility you could be dealing with someone, because we do have strong earth here, right? For some of you, if the Queen of Wands is the challenge, she could be the third person. Now, the Queen of Wands in the challenge position would be someone that's more self-centered, more taking and not giving. So I don't know, let's not get gender specific, but the Empress, of course, is Taurus, Venus. So Libra is equality, of course, equal love connections, equally harmonious connections, equal giving and receiving, where obviously that hasn't happened. But also, she's Taurus, and Taurus is slow, needs the security, needs to be certain before they can move forward. So you may be dealing with an earth sign. So it's like Spirit is saying what's crowning you is a wish fulfillment. Changes are ahead. The blindfold will be coming off. You will understand what the truth of the situation is. There is a new possible beginning with the Magician. What is the Empress sitting on? She's sitting on the Three of Cups, another three, which can involve third parties. But in the Connolly Tarot, we've got two people. The third cup comes from the angel, so there are blessings here, surely. This could be a reconciliation, possibly a reconciliation. Yes. After waiting. Four of Swords, remember, someone needed to heal. There's been heartbreak. There's been emotional loss in the past. The Ace of Pentacles at the foundation is a promise, it's an opportunity, but it's also a seed that is, this is the root of your reading. Changes are abound for sure. Let's take some more cards and get a little bit more information for you, dear Aries. Let's see, this is the Twin Flame Oracle, and let's see what's coming through. Guy is so sleepy now. It's like my voice is a lullaby that she's taking in, and she's falling heavier into the realm of sleep. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Twin flames, karmic connection, mirroring each other, soul contract. So twin flames and karmic connection are coming through, as well as a soul contract. So it could be a twin flame, a soulmate, or a karmic connection that you are dealing with. You could be dealing with two different people, releasing a karmic. Even though we don't see, who you're releasing, we do see that the challenge is the Queen of Wands. And the general energy, which is all about expansion and growth, but also being patient. Remember, the seed that takes time to grow, that's the Empress. And you could also be at odds or in competition for someone's heart. Someone who's not actually showing up so far in your reading. We'll see when we take more cards. What else? Now, the fact that it says mirroring each other, it says that you may be dealing with someone that's going through the same similar situation as you are. Irresistible charm, love potion, feeling compelled to follow, letting your heart lead. That is beautiful. Someone cannot keep away with the love potion here. Of course, it can speak to, it brings up the devil energy for me. So someone not being able to break away from this connection. Let's see with the Lenormand. And I get Scorpio. Scorpio comes through for me, Scorpio energy. But letting your heart lead, that's also a Leo energy. Feeling compelled to follow. Yeah, not being able to resist this connection. Let's see. This is addictive connection. Very hard to break away from. Lots of lessons here. What's going on for Aries? We've got the masks. And the masks are confusion. This is Pisces energy. Illusion, deception. But we've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is the Queen of Hearts, the open heart, but also the storks speak to cycles, and on this cycle there could be a new potential to build a nest, to build a home, to build on a relationship. The storks bring the child, so it's a potential new beginning. There's possible potential for travel, dealing with someone that's physically far from you. Okay, and this is a number 4. 4 is the Emperor. Maybe you've been dealing with an Emperor that wasn't totally truthful or didn't want to see the reality of a situation. Pay attention to the 17th of March. Today is the 12th when this is done. And we've got number 11. 11, which is an open portal. 11 is also of course I get with the whip, it's like, Libra, justice, arguments, scolding. 11 is also a lucky number, let's say. Number 11, if we're talking the 11th house, that's Aquarius energy. Aquarius is truth. It's about breaking free, breaking out. And it's the Knight of Wands. So again, physical distance, passion, desire, someone needing to chase, or someone these could be arguments relative to someone that wants to free themselves, become single, or even follow their desires. This could be internal or external conflict, right? Anything legal as well. I want to take one more on the whip, and we've got the well, and the well can speak to deep emotions. Things being quite unclear, but it can also, to me, this combination says that through challenge, and it's difficult to get to the heart of the problem, or to get to someone's psyche, to dig deep into their psyche, or to understand what's going on. There could be a lot of illusion, a lot of deception, a lot of water. So trust your psychic ability, whatever your higher self is telling you. Okay, we've got 40 and 41. 41, it does equal a 5, and 5 is again the Hierophant. There could be deception about third parties here, about an emperor that's got responsibilities, someone that could possibly want to go through separation, divorce. They've got children. He or she, emperor or empress, there are children in the picture. Let's see. Someone needs to close up a major life cycle, or there's physical distance between the two of you. It's a 21, which is like the world card. 8 of Wands speaks to messages, love messages, big changes, or someone needing to be very strong here with the Mountain. The Mountain can also speak to timing, and that time is necessary. We will be taking the dice. I just took them off my table because Gaia wants to play with the dice. We'll be taking the dice at the end of the reading. Let's look into the psyche of your person. Let's look into their hidden emotions. The answer is yes. So they feel very passionate and they want this connection. Fire comes through. We've got regrets from a divine masculine here. Regrets about not taking action. Regrets about not being inspired to be truthful. Here there is the fire, the desire. Yes, I want this. But then here we've got all this grey, which is, it's like someone's feeling that everything is black and white, that there's no in between. There are no greys. And numbing. I apologize about that. Spam callers. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so we see the divine masculine, whoever holds that side of the relationship, that there are challenges here. The love potion can also speak to someone needing to escape a situation, something that hurts so much that it's heavy. So emotional pain and wounding, and someone's using some substances. I get addictive behaviors and addictive substances here. So the energy of the devil has come through for me, especially with the 3 5s, dear Aries. And that's Kronos, that's Saturn transiting your sign. What is this numbing about? And pause. So I get alcoholism more than likely, if not medicine. Someone needs time. They need time to release. They've been wounded. Maybe they've been used and abused and they could not offer you anything more. Maybe they've been deceptive. Maybe the divine masculine has been so deceptive, because the magician can also speak to trickery, let's not forget. And Pisces is illusion, deception, lies. And there's the mask again. Unbelievable. I get the goosebumps. So, not easy. Let's get more information here. This could also be a mother, someone that holds a very strong position. It could be mother son influence with the Empress, a mother son or mother daughter, let's say, influencing third party situation here. Let's see. Let's take more cards. What is the Hierophant? Because we know the Hierophant is family. It could be extended family or the family of origin, right? And remember, the keys can speak to Chiron or the wounding or needing to break free. You do have Chiron transiting your sign, dear Aries. You're looking for resolution. You need to cut something away, someone, or the way you're thinking. Ace of Cups comes through. What is the challenge? The Lovers. So there are third parties here or a head over heart decision. Gemini comes through strongly. What is this Ace of Pentacles? At the foundation, the Star comes through. So something began in the past and this was very promising, but it possibly someone needed to be totally truthful, or this was an internet-based connection where there's physical distance, or someone was not totally truthful with you. It seemed like a wish come true. But then the Three of Cups was built in the recent past, or it was all about timing and the future. Remember, Ace of Pentacles is a seed that's planted. It needs the sun, the water. It needs the time to grow, to flourish. Let's look at the Five of Cups in the past. Seven of Cups, illusion, deception. Fives and sevens are challenging numbers. Not knowing what the truth of the situation is, too many choices, too many lies. And then we've got the Nine of Cups. There is the devil, which I was talking about. Incredible, right? We see that someone is hooked on, they're stuck, they're limited, they need their time, they need to be released from some sort of karma. And this could also be someone going through a lot of hardship and drinking to escape, numbing the pain. We see the divine masculine needing their time to heal. One more on the materialism, because this could also speak to someone needing to know that they are financially secure. So emotional and financial security being of the utmost importance. Are you dealing with a Taurus? Just wondering. Or a Scorpio? We've got the Queen of Cups, which we mentioned also here. Queen of Cups, an emotional opening. Trust your high self. Remember the Queen of Cups? Now we've got three females. We've got the Empress, Queen of Cups, and Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, emotionally giving, sacrificing. Ready to give her heart on a platter. Now, Aries, remember that Queen of Cups is more sacrificing. Remember, Cancer, more so. She will give first to others and then she will give to herself. Even if this is Pisces, we know water signs are very they're very emotionally open and giving, usually, if they're in their light side. Aries, remember that we know that Aries is I, me, mine, needs to be happy within their own skin before they can give to others, before they can go on that journey, before they can go to war and fight for love or fight for whatever they feel is equal and balanced. Remember, Libra is opposite you. Remember, Neptune now has entered your sign, and Neptune is the dream. Neptune is the sacrifice. Maybe Spirit is saying now that your challenge or your test is, can you sacrifice and give sacrificingly to others now to prove that you are worthy and that you have got unconditional love within your heart. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is many times the minor arcana of the High Priestess. So, is there a possibility that some of you could be the third person? So, dealing with someone that is in another connection, they need to release it. They're having a hard time doing that, and also feeling that they've disappointed you. What is the Five of Pentacles? We've got the Two of Wands. Messages are coming in, and they're connected to a new opportunity. Remember, the birds are carrying the Ace of Wands. This could be news of a meeting. If you're dealing with someone that's at a distance, there could be possible news that someone is traveling, that they've made their choice, they've chosen what they desire to follow. And the Moon. Okay, the Moon speaks to fears. Of course, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But the Moon is also themes connected to the mother, again, or motherhood, or secrecy. Fears as well. Pay attention to your dreams. And also with the new moon in Pisces, which will happen behind you, some things will, there's a seed that's planted that you may not be aware of for a little while. So give yourself time. Let's take one more. And we've got a Page of Cups. So there is an offer, an apology coming through. Pisces comes through. So this is quite unexpected. What is the Empress as the general energy? The Seven of Swords. Make love, not war. And of course, you are the sign of war, dear Aries. It's like Spirit is saying, forgive, try. Well, you can't forget, but maybe forgive. Be loving, nurturing, leave war aside. It's all about making love and not war. Forgiveness and sort of sailing through the energies. I know that the Seven of Swords is tact, it's diplomacy, it's lies, it's deception. But what we give is what we receive at the end of the day. You know, so that's the karma dharma, dear Aries. Maybe you're on test now. And you've got opportunities certainly here for a new beginning. But maybe tone down the warlike energies, right? Give more from the heart than what, I know that you want to go. I know that you want to create, you want to take the challenge, but Spirit is saying slow down and go with the flow. Listen to your higher self. Soulmate energy here, Six of Cups, nostalgia and possible returns from the past. Now, of course, even these cards here say leave the conflict behind, right? Leave the lies and the deception, if there has been, from others towards you. There are regrets. They will, everyone will pay back their karma, whatever they've done. So leave it up to Spirit to make things right, to bring justice, and trust in your higher self. Go with the flow. I know it can be hard with Venus. With Venus transiting your sign, she's very fiery, very passionate. Give yourself some time. Let's take some messages from your person. What are they thinking about you? Your love touched my soul. I really want to work on us. You are worth it. No one knows me better than you. Let's take one more. And we come from two very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love and waiting for you to make your choice. I won't be waiting forever. Remember that we can be also tuning into your energy. Okay, let's take some of the planetary energies and see what's coming through. So we've got Mars. This is your ruling planet. Remember, he's moving through Pisces now and will enter your sign in April. which will give you more energy. You may be feeling more lethargic, not wanting to deal with things right now, but also Mars rules Scorpio. We've got Neptune, lies, deception, Pisces comes through, and you may be dealing with an illusion, not knowing what is true and what is not. Saturn will help you figure things out. And Uranus. Uranus is breakthrough, breaking out, insights, sudden change, sudden shocks, and downloads. So we had Neptune, Uranus, and Mars. Not easy energetically. And Pluto, big changes. Scorpio comes through again. Remember, Pluto is also transiting through Aquarius. Let's take the signs that may be significant, other than the ones we've already mentioned. Cancer. Cancer comes through. Sagittarius. Aries. A lot of fire. And there's Pisces. We've got water as well. Okay, let's take days. Let's take days or even months. I'll leave it up to you to figure that out for you if it's important. 1 day, 1 month. It could be a week. Or could be the 1st of April. Number 7. The 7th of April. July. And number 5. Number 5, which is May. Again, Taurus comes through. It could be on the 5th of April. It could be in 5 days from when you receive this message. So I see that the energies are very, very hard at this time. Okay, don't forget, make love, not war. Put the swords aside, dear Aries. The way you can fight, the intelligent way to fight for this connection is through loving, nurturing, forgiveness, and going with the flow. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Love and light, and I'm wishing you well. All the best, dear Aries, and a happy birthday if you're celebrating in the month of March. Love you so. Okay. We're here to show you now how to scan your coffee cup with the Mary Lou Cup app. Let's go into the app. Need to make sure that there is enough lighting. Let's go to, this is the main page. Let's go into, I just want to show you the calendar. You could see here I've got previous scans. I will press on it and it will give me the reading that was done on March 8th. And I can also share that with my friends. But let's go into the coffee cup here, because you can choose the reading you want and then share it with your friends. Okay, and there's also another little button here that says previous reading that you can go back to, if not through the calendar. So let's go now into the coffee scan. Scan again. I went into the scan your coffee and I'm pressing the record button. But you need to be able to see that I'm doing that. Let's take it further front. There. You need to have your coffee from in the picture fully, and then press the record and give it a moment. Well, it says okay here. It will need a moment so that it could give you the printout of the coffee cup and what it reads. And here is the reading. Now it's showing the symbols like the prominent heart shape near the bottom center of your cup. I see a beautiful, albeit slightly imperfect heart shape. This is a powerful symbol directly addressing matters of love and affection. Its position suggests that These deep feelings are at the core of your current life phase, either manifesting in a significant relationship or as a profound desire for connection and emotional fulfillment. Flowing wavy lines, the upward pointing arrow spearhead. See, these are all symbols that have been put into the program, into the coffee scan, and it does speak to you about those. So a clustered web-like pattern as well, a clear space well, a faint shadowy figure, and it analyzes these symbols. It speaks of the themes, and then it will go into guidance. Okay, so it does give you a whole lot of information. Okay, so hopefully that's something that will give you a lot of clarity, because waiting on someone to read your coffee cup, you can't do it at an instant when you have your coffee in the morning. So this is a very good little tool to have in your phone. So my darlings, I hope that that's clear enough for you. Make sure that there's enough lighting. Okay, and there are packages with the coffee cup reading on a subscription. If you go into the Mary Lou store, there are we've got the monthly subscription, which gives you 8 coffee readings in the month. If you want any extra, you go to the single coffee scan up there. And we've also got a yearly subscription. We've got an AI chat yearly and AI monthly chat where you receive tokens. You need to have tokens to use the AI. All right, so that was just a quick little video on how to go about it. If you have any issues, there is support. Okay, and you will find all the addresses here in the Mary Lou Limited. We've got the support info at maryloucup.com, or you can always reach out to me and I can sort of guide you as to what maybe the issue is and what you're doing wrong. Okay, my darlings, so thank you so much. Love and light.